Hey everyone, Sophie and Ben from Nomad Effect coming to you in another episode where we're fixing up our 1988 FJ62 Toyota Land Cruiser.
Happening today, we are getting our old exhaust out because we've had problems with it ever since we bought the car. I've tried to fill the leaks, I've tried to fix it, it's just rusted and it's crappy and I can't fix it. So we have this fancy 2.5 inch stainless steel exhaust that we're getting from a company called otramm. There's a link to it here, there's a link to it below us. Tune in and check out the endeavors in this one because it's an adventure, I can tell you right now. Okay, so getting out of the car here, you can probably hear a whole heap of rattling and stuff like that. So just up here, you know, whether you can see that, just up there, the hanger for the exhaust pipe has completely rusted through, which has allowed the catalytic converter to like shake around a lot, and both the connections on either side of the catalytic converter have come loose. So there's just so much noise. It's just an immense amount of noise. So I'm actually going to get a sound now with this exhaust installed, and then I'm going to show you what it sounds like when I install the new one. So I'm such a nerd, and I've got my handy zoom here, and I'm going to attempt to get a really clean audio file of this exhaust tuning, so that way I can show you just how much of an improvement the new one's going to be. I'm also going to get a sound recording of the section like where the hole in the exhaust is as well. Yeah, so I got basically I'm sitting right next to where the hole in the exhaust is. This is right under the driver's seat and it's so loud. Like, you have no idea how loud this is. It's actually really hot on my hands. So I think it's going to be a huge difference changing this exhaust out. The engine actually purrs pretty nicely. Like, I could feel a bit of heat coming off it, but it's a really hot day. You know, she's just purrs. Everything's the exhaust sound. I just really want to make sure I get a good sound bite of this note. So yeah, I'm getting a real good sound bite of this exhaust note here at the back. Cool. Looking forward to getting some deliveries. Super exciting morning. I just got an email and our new exhaust is on its way to us. So I am going to cut this horrible pain in the ass thing that has given me no end but trouble out of the car. It's such an exciting feeling. Ever since the day we picked this thing up, I've been battling with the holes and just the vibrations and all the issues that this exhaust has been giving me, and I just can't wait to rip it out of the car. finally got it out. I just couldn't get it out in one piece, which is kind of the way that they're made, so that's okay. It's super rusty. It's no wonder we were having so many problems. There's just holes everywhere. This was my repair that I did in the cold in New York. That was not a fun thing. We're gonna have to get new O2 sensors for the new exhaust, I think. You can see where the inlets were. They're all rusty and built up with carbon. Not good. I was just looking the other way and I looked at the door and there's this enormous box outside. So I can't open the door. I'll be back.
I just snorted in the camera.
Our exhaust is here.
Damaged?
Look at it, a bit crunchy on this end. There it goes. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. How do we do this? How many give in? Exhaust is orange. Oh my god, look at the size of this thing. I already want to just put it in and listen to it. Like, I want to hear how it sounds. Look at the size of this. So shiny. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The shininess is gonna come out about here somewhere. It's kind of cool. It's like the old one came right out the back somewhere. It's gonna look unreal. It's so much bigger compared to the compared to the old one.
Mm-hmm.
This was the old exhaust end. Now this is the new exhaust end. I'm thinking that that's going to make a bit of a different sound. Super exciting. We're going to try and test fit some of our exhaust. Super fancy.
Wow.
So you can see right here, this is our new catalytic converter. It's already got a heat shield on it. This exhaust comes with these bits. I don't know what you call these, but they bend a little bit to give us a little bit of ease when it comes to installing this thing. It's actually really fancy. I don't know what these are made of. Made out of aluminium maybe? I don't know. It looks really good. It's like, let's hope it fits. So this is the oxygen sensors. And the ones we had on the car were toast. And there's an oxygen sensor gasket. This is something I've never done before, so we're all going to learn about this one. Get this done. Our existing mounts for the exhaust were really, really bad. They rusted and all this rubber had corroded away. So we got the guy that sent us the exhaust to supply us with these new mounts. They're super expensive and they come from Toyota, but I'm really glad we're putting these on because it's going to give it a little bit of like movement and it'll stop the exhaust from cracking like our old one did. I'm not going to put it in for real right now. I'm just going to finger tighten it. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so.
I don't know where you're gonna go in.
So, okay, so it has to come, I have to bring it in and it's gonna sit like down here like this and then it's gonna like just sit on top of these little posts up here. I'm sure there is an easier way, I didn't think about it. I didn't think this through. I did not think this through. Should have gone first.
Do you want me to lift it?
So now I'm hitting the fucking suspension. It's gonna clear. Suspension.
You're almost there. Okay.
So it's hitting this oxygen sensor. Sure. Okay, maybe I can get that. Got it. Now you are so close. So oh, you know what? I have to take it down anyway. I didn't put the gasket in. I didn't put the gasket up the top, so. But it's resting on here, right? So we can technically get the little bolts down on here. And I don't know how you'd ever film that. These are the gaskets that go. I think it's called an exhaust manifold, in between the exhaust manifold and then the rest of the exhaust. I've never used these before and I think this is where they're supposed to go. So let's just try this out. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. I realized after I did this that it's really hard to get to the one here. There's a little like lip here, which looks like that's where this thing goes. Okay. And like that should hold in like so, and then you need one of these to go up into there. Gosh, I think I just dropped the gasket out. I did. Okay. I don't know how to do this actually.
Would it be better if one of us had the hand by the gasket?
Well, like the gasket like is gonna fall, right? Because it goes in there, see? Soph just left to go help me get some parts. No, Soph just left to help me and she actually got parts. So, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna make sure that the start of the front of the exhaust.
Don't be burping on camera.
Well, I just burped, I can't help it. So I thought while she's gone, I'm just gonna make sure that the bolts on the front of the exhaust, they're called studs, were actually in tight enough. And I started trying to tighten one and suddenly one just went super loose. The result of that is this.
Can anyone see?
Maybe a little bit back. Oh yeah. Maybe like my head can't be in it.
It's got.
Anyway, so it looks really bad. We'll try and get a better close up of that for you. So she's bought me these. There they are. So she's bought me these new studs. I don't know how to put studs in, but I think it means that we have to take out the exhaust that we just put in. So this is like, the issues of facing here are, I hope that the gaskets that I put in there are in the right place and they're not squashed, because otherwise we're gonna need new gaskets too. I also only bought 2 and there are 4 studs, but I can't get the other studs out. So, the moral of the story is we're gonna try and take the bolts out that we have in there without damaging anything, in the hope to get these new studs in there, and hopefully the fact that I haven't damaged the inside of that thing and I can't get these things in. It sounds really convoluted, but it's really drama-filled and it's not really what I felt like doing on a Wednesday.
I don't know if it sounds like drama-filled.
It's pretty drama-filled. It's like Bachelor over here.
Just bolts.
Well, it's like Bachelor in Paradise, where Rusty Bolt meets Shiny Bolt.
Unfortunately, though, it's really hard to get up there, and it's even harder to film anything in there. So, we'll just update you when we're successful in this mission.
Hi, welcome to the underside of our car. The previous owner of our car has replaced this shock bar that goes between the frame, and it doesn't have an exhaust mount on it. So I had to come up with a way to mount an exhaust hanger that holds this exhaust right there. And it took me ages. Like, I'm not an engineer, and I wanted to make sure it was strong. And I know that if I use these little guys, if I use some of these little guys, with the weight of the exhaust, because it's quite a heavy exhaust, I feel like it was going to like bend down on the actual bar, because this would have been really simple, just a piece of L-shaped bracket and two of these, and I think I would have done it, but I just don't think it would have held up after off-roading and like driving across the country. So I had to come up with something else, and I had a crack at it today. I didn't film it because I'm not really good at thinking on my feet and talking to the camera or making sure that everything's rolling and things like that. I need to get better at that. It's one of those things where it's new to me to kind of record and problem solve like that at the same time. So I'm going to try and explain to you as best as I can what I did today. Come with me. Now, this is what I've created today. This is going to make way more sense once it's in the car and you guys see what I was attempting to do. But what I've done is I've still utilized these little U-shaped brackets here that are going to go around that shock hole. And I've got two of them. So the shock hole is going to go through the back of here. And then I'm going to put a hole inside of this bracket, which is going to go into the side of the frame, which should stop this from moving. And here I have the place where the actual shock is going to mount to. So I'm going to drill two little holes with a little rubber shock mounting thing here, and we'll get these exhaust installed. So I've just drilled out this guy, which is where it's going to bolt into the frame, and I've used an excessively large bolt. So now what I'm going to do is drill the two locating holes that the actual exhaust, the little rubbers for the exhaust will go onto, and I'll be able to do a full test fit. So this right here, it's one of the little exhaust hanger rubbers. I'm going to mount that on here. It's not the straightest holes I've ever drilled, but whatever. There's my hanger. That's where the exhaust is going to go. Let's do a test fit. Can you believe I got a bolt, just rolled, I dropped it, and it's stuck under here. Oh my god, and I'm just pushing it further under. I really needed a magnet. Not sure how I'm gonna get that out. You know what's crazy? I think I'm gonna have to go and get the jack. I just had to jack the wheel up to get this bolt out. Ridiculous. Exciting day today. I have finished spraying up and and everything on the little bracket that I made to hold the exhaust. We went on an adventure to Home Depot yesterday to get this bolt. Man, rifling through bins in Home Depot, especially during like this whole like coronavirus situation, is just horrible. Like people don't seem to get like distancing. Like I don't like standing next to somebody in line anyway, but yeah, people don't get the whole social distancing thing ever here. Anyway, I got it. It's a metric bolt, so it matches the sizes of the rest of the car, so I'm not having to carry like metric and SAE tools all the time with me. And it's really exciting because today we will get the exhaust in, which potentially means that I could put some fuel in the car and we could start this thing. It hasn't been started in probably a month. So that could be really exciting. While I was painting the new exhaust mount, I also gave our wheels and tires a little bit of a refurb. So they're looking pretty good. And that means I could actually potentially get the front wheels back on today, and we could have the car sitting under its own weight for the first time in a while too. So yeah, lots of cool things happening. We're kind of getting there. After that, it's only really interior and fixing up some body work and stuff like that, but we're pretty close to getting this old baby on the road. And Sophia's gonna come out and help me today because I can't hold up both sides of the new exhaust while I bolt it in. And yeah, fun times. Yeah, fun times. See you under the car.
You want me to come in more?
I think you're gonna need to, yeah.
Like
for sure.
to the top
So
here?
you're gonna reach this up. You're gonna come and reach in here. You wanna get two hands on it. Okay. Come on, Shanta. Yeah, you got this.
Ouch. I'm getting tangled up in shit.
All right. Remember our plan?
Okay, ready.
Okay. So when you do this, all right, I just want the bolt at the bottom so that it's easy to do an up and under when you're done.
The bolt at the bottom.
So like this, you know what I mean? Like so
I know,
it's easy.
I understand.
So you're gonna line that baby up and see how this is your male, and then this side's the female, and I'm gonna go this side, and I'm gonna do this side, okay?
Just gonna stick it in.
And you're like, your side I think is more important because mine doesn't have a male-female thing.
Okay, you ready?
So we need to loosen this up, okay? So what you need to do is this actually needs to twist
This way. I know,
okay?
I got it.
So we loosen this up again. I wonder how much this is.
I think it's like this. Well, this is just shorter than this side, right? So I don't know if it's supposed to go straight.
Okay, so I think that this needs to be just twist this
Twisted.
just tiny bit. Just easier said than done. Okay,
Okay.
I moved it.
That's better.
Okay, and so then
Yeah, like that.
and these
There
two
we
go together.
There we go. And then that goes here.
Yeah, so we're gonna start
Okay.
I got you.
Wait.
I got you.
Is it? It's not on. It's not on properly.
Which one?
Can I just-
I don't know what I do with
I
the
think
socket.
that's it. I think that's it. I have it. I have a socket.
You have the socket or the
No,
nut?
sorry, I have the nut.
What do I do with the socket? We're in, right? We're all in?
I think so. Can you want to check me?
I think it looks pretty good from here. Okay. Big day. Big day.
Huge.
Exhaust is in. with my little custom bracket that I'm pretty proud of, and it works. And we just had to completely make a huge mess out here because I can't find the nozzle that goes on the end of the jerry can that we've had for like forever. We bought this for the Escape. Anyway, but huge day. We're about to open up the new fuel cap on our new fuel tank and start our old engine, but the exhaust is going to go through our new exhaust. So I'm pretty pumped.
Exhaust is going to go through our new exhaust?
Yeah, the exhaust is going to go through our new exhaust from our old engine.
Okay.
Right, okay. Anyway, I'm a dum-dum. So look, let's, I'm going to let Sophia do the honors and open up the, I'm going to flip you guys around right now. How do I do this with mid-camera? I don't know. Sophia doesn't have this option. Okay, I'm going to stop the filming, then I'm going to film Sophia opening up the gas tank, and then she's going to film me putting fuel in our gas tank for the first time, and fingers crossed,
Double cross.
no leaks, fuel pump works, all that sort of stuff. Our battery's flat, we're going to have to jump it off our second battery. It's all going to be an adventure, but check it out. Go, go, go. Okay, and now you take the camera. Okay, I'm gonna get the nozzle. Okay.
This fuel filler thing is rusty already.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? New York.
New York?
Yeah, it started going rusty in New York. All right, let's hopefully this actually just works for this.
Nope.
Come on. Is it gonna fit in that hole? No, it isn't, is it? Maybe. I think it was $17 worth of fuel. Oh gosh. Let's move this.
This is not gonna work with this thing.
Huh?
It's not gonna work without this thing, right?
Just don't know where it could be. I don't know where this nozzle could be. Like, I wouldn't have put it anywhere far away. And even like our funnel, I don't know like where that is. I feel like we had like motor oil and stuff inside, right? Let me just go and pick this.
Update, we couldn't find the nozzle that goes in the front of the gas
It's a
jerry can. And so we're gonna siphon the gas from the jerry can to the gas tank. We'll see. Just another day in the life of Ben and Sophia trying to get by.
Like, we just bush mechanics with that.
There's no bush here.
And 6 million years later, we will have gas in our fuel tank. Our battery's dead. This is our starter battery. So every day, I'm having to plug it in like this to unlock the doors, and I'm gonna have to do this because I'm gonna try and start it. I'm super excited that we're gonna get to try and start it. All right. The fuel gauge is going up. There's 1 plus. That means our fuel sending unit might actually be working. Our radio's reset itself because the battery's so flipping dead. So I'm just letting the fuel prime for a second. All right, let's try that. Are you kidding me? That started first go. Whoa.
I don't know what to film.
I don't know what to even think about this.
I don't know what to do.
So there's enough tank to fill in the tank. What's your head? What's your head? What's your head?
It's what?
Just closing this so I can have a look at the engine. So we want this guy to charge a bit. So we're going to let the engine run. So we'd see, look, there is exhaust leaking from the side there.
There is?
Yeah, you can see it. We need to tighten it up. There's pretty clear exhaust leak right there.
Okay.
Do you see that?
No.
So
I don't know.
just down in here, you can see there's an exhaust leak. Pretty sure you guys have got me. I've finished revving the car like a redneck. I was just trying to show you a little bit of a burble we're getting out of this new exhaust. It's pretty nice. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm really happy with it. Also, we got the engine running like real schmick. You can hear it. It's not even that much of an intense sound right now. She sounds good, in fact. Like I can stick this baby like right down. I'll run the audio through this, and I'll run it down now. That's right in the engine bay. She's up to temperature and she's purring like a kitten. As far as engine mechanics, I think we're sorted. I think we're ready to go. It's just now a few other little things that we're gonna have to get done, but otherwise, exhaust's in. We got it from otramm. Winning. You can still hear that little burble going on in the background. Sounds good. Sounds really good.